Hey, thanks for listening to Rhythm and Pixels Radio.
Anymore. There we go. Microphone not dead anymore. All right, I'm back with some more Atomfall. We're getting pretty close to the end. We're probably halfway through the DLC, but I've already explored a lot of places, so maybe a little bit less than halfway through the DLC. So I don't know how long exactly today will be. I might want to get through the next two. I know where to get the next two brains, and then I know where to get the third once I get the signal redirector. And that will put, assumably, near the end of the DLC. But I also want to do different endings as well. So I don't know if I'll be doing all of that today in one giant go. Maybe I'll do some today, and then we'll finish off doing the extra endings next time. I don't know. Which next time would probably be tomorrow during the day as well. So yeah, we're just gonna. I'm honestly, this is just gonna be. I'm just gonna play for as ever long as I fucking feel like. And if I end up actually finishing off the DLC and I end up like pushing another ending, then that's what the hell I'll do. But considering the other DLC kind of had other ending possibilities or other ways of achieving already established endings, it's gonna be interesting to see if this does anything else, or maybe this has its own ending where I could just leave from the red DLC. Because honestly, the first DLC that I did, I said this last time as well, was kind of just like an extra thing that was there, that was tacked on to the main game. Like they had an idea for a setting, but didn't really know what else to do with it. So they just kind of added it in, and the monks and the ghosts and Oberon speaking into your brain. And then they kind of tied it in the main plot. But this area is an entire actual area with dungeons and facilities to explore. Because the other DLC didn't really have any dungeons or facilities to explore. It was just like one or two mini areas and then just a small zone on the side. Like it could have been tied into the entire game from the beginning at launch, and you would have been like, oh, of course. But this one here definitely feels like this is like a DLC made for you to pick up, because I've already 5 hours in and I'm about halfway. So a nice 10+ hour DLC with a large area to explore. Hell yeah. Okay, so now I have turned on the power for the flight plan, which it looks like that they were planning on launching Oberon or something like it into space, which it makes me think that they're trying to preserve, especially with this brain in a jar stuff, it feels like they were trying to preserve human life to maybe launch us into space. and that's how they can solve having super long space travels. But so far, we don't have any other actual explanation on how it works. So it could just be something simple as they were trying to use this red strain as a weapon. Like, it could be as simple as that. Oh, we invented this red strain out of Oberon, and we were going to launch it into, like, Russia or something. We were going to get those damn Ruskies or whatever. But honestly, who knows how the world unfolded with all the shit that happened from the alien device. And having the stimulants that can make you learn things. And then I gotta start. Like, I do also have like a lot of other smaller games that I want to play. In fact, some of them are kind of Halloween-esque. But it's not the spooky month, but I kind of want to play them anyway. So I got like a whole bunch of other little games. And also, Ball X Pit had an update that actually has new maps and everything. So that's definitely going to be a stream. Alright, how are you not... Literally, how are you not dead? No, just kill me. Just kill me. I do not know how that guy didn't fucking die. I guess the spread is just way too big on that shotgun. Just kill me. I don't really feel like losing all my health to that. But yeah, Ball X Pit had a whole update with a whole new area and even new characters. So that's definitely going to be a stream. I played a little bit on my own just to unlock one of the new characters. So we'll be able to pick right up from there and keep having fun with that. Because Ball X Pit truly was a really good game from last year. Now, are there more soldiers here just because I turned the game off? Or did they spawn in because I turn on the power? Oh, there's a guy on the roof. That's why it triggered them earlier. There's a third one. I know there's a third one. Oh, it's the robot from all the way over there? That's stupid. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, the robot's still there looking at me. Cool. Ouch. Alright, well, I guess time to take out a robot.
Intrusion detected. Taking threat.
There we go. Robot down. in fact, we can actually grab... That's right, I haven't been using an actual rifle yet. So I should probably swap one of my weapons to a rifle. Probably get the shotgun out of here. Where is your... Where is your weapon, good sir? I think I see it. But it just won't let me actually get it. What? There we are. No, come on, let me pick it up. It's right there. I can see the gun right underneath it. Whatever. Fine. No fun it is then. Oh, I hate these robots. Come on. Stop. Stop. I hate. Come on. Get out of here. Ooh. Come on. It is the part that, once again, I did say I did like about this. On the other hand, god damn it, this is bullshit. I hate this. Because once one of them is alerted, they're all alerted because they have like the pseudo hive mind still. Wow, that's a lot of atomic batteries I don't need. Fucking turret, man. There's thing one, here's thing two. At least I am getting... Wait, was that food on there? No. At least I am getting SMG ammo back. I do need that. But now I have this entire wing. I turn the power on, so I should be able to get inside. Yes. And here come the little fucking robots, and I'm not dealing with them this time. Not dealing with another one of the little swarms. Okay. Lasers are dangerous. Do not touch. That's just showing me that there are in fact buttons that can turn off the thing. Now, I probably need maybe one of these. Oh, I don't have enough room to store them. Alright, well. I do have a lot of crap that I would use for trade. So I guess I'll take the 2 bits of blue honeycomb because those are healing. And a bandage. And you know what? I have never used a sticky bomb. I'll take a sticky bomb. Now. Lots of turrets here. Is there going to be red? Yeah. I hate you guys. I hate you robots so much. Oh my god. I hate these swarms, man. I mean, considering how many swarms have been around here, I guess I should probably keep the axe out more than a pistol. Oh boy, more string. That stuff I use all the time. That turned electricity off, and like I said, this get out of here. Oh, yeah, there they are. I hate you. Freaking honestly, kind of got to watch out because the swarms could come from anywhere. Also, I should probably use a bandage and craft a new bandage. That way I can pick up pieces. That turned that to there, so now I crawl down. I assume there's going to be multiple power lines I have to play around with. Ridiculous civil servant. If the Mandarians of Whitehall realize that their precious funds are going toward, they'll absurdly draw the purse strings very tight. Their imagination begins with pounds, shillings, and pence and stops abruptly at the edge of the atmosphere. Monroe's idea of padding the Interceptor's missile test budget may well mark a way past this ridiculous Silver Service scrutiny. May mark a way past this ridiculous Silver Service scrutiny. Aha, see, I knew it was tall. I don't know if they're having a issue or like what was that line? Like the line was going and then it stopped and then it kept going. It's the new powers I have. Every time every swing of my axe stops time. What do we have in here? Just some more crap. More rifle ammo. I really do need to get an actual like electrocution grenade. Sure. Alright, I gotta remember that there's a health pack in here for when I get hurt. And lots of rifle ammunition. I really should just put out a rifle now. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Considering how much rifle ammunition is just here, I should just kind of put away the shotgun. And we'll take out the pristine bullpup. That was pretty a really good weapon. Very high damage, very high rate of fire, high accuracy. Yeah. Contamination antidote hanging around.
Unauthorized personnel detected.
Yeah.
Security lock engaged.
No, it looks like this place is only full of robots so far. Haven't met any of the little red dudes. Hey guys, don't mind me. I'm just proving I'm a real dude, bringing my SMG and rifle bullets into the shower. Who wants to take a bath, man? Alright, now I gotta figure out where I can actually turn these things off at. I think I see one of them. Alright, we're gonna actually make a save game in front of this one. Nope, I thought I was being right on time there. Shit. Alright. Because of how many robots are flooding the area, I have to do it like this then. I got the first one correct.
Target spotted.
No, just hit it. Just turn it off. What are you doing? Just turn it off. I'm sitting there pointing at it and it won't just do it. Fuck you. Come on. There we go. That got both turrets, right? Yes. All right. Now it's just the insane swarms of robots. Okay, what the fuck is the amount of these things? I don't want to die here. I just set up the fucking thing. Okay, I hit both of those, but I still need to get power to this. There's still... Alright, there's still a room I have to get to open that door up. Dicks. Okay, well, at least now I know. It's over there. Is it the one I actually have to turn on, or is there another room over here? Please bear in mind, lovely to meet you in town the other week. I know you had to keep mum to what's afoot down at the north, but certain whispers have come to my ear and it makes me think your science covers are up to something jolly interesting that might just perhaps need a pilot. Now, it just so happens I'm rather suffering a case of the morbs in my current billet, so if you need someone keen to go into and perhaps beyond the wild blue yonder, do please bear me in mind. Yours, etc., Danvers. Okay, so I can't access that until I have the next version of this tool. But the room I think the tool could have been behind is... Unless I can access this door now. Nope. Okay, so how do I actually do that one then? Unless they're... Yeah, that's just exiting the area.
Unauthorized personnel detected.
Yeah, I need the Mark II.
Engaged.
So... Still the question is asked. If I need to turn on that... Oh! I can get it through the wall! Oh, alright, well, there goes that question. Alright, answered. Asked and answered. Shit. I didn't think that's how that worked. Training stimulant, painkillers, shotgun ammo. More whiskey. A fragment of a long and rambling memo. Even Jones couldn't put up with that fellow's waffle for long. Patience of a saint, that man. The De Vere drove us all to madness, didn't he? Seems losing all your limbs and being potted in a jar puts you out of touch with a working man. We're all breathing a lot easier now that we finally sent De Vere off to water treatment with a flea in his ear. Revoked his supervisory seat in the processing department, too. You can color me relieved that he's gone and can be a nuisance to someone else. I've attached the engine test numbers you requested. Okay, so that's the guy in the... So the guy who was here is the guy in the water treatment plant that we saw before, but we couldn't get to because I didn't have the level 2 device changer. Speaking of which, where the fuck's my level 2 device changer? Senior Redirector Mark II schematics. Rosetta blueprints have been hidden under a series of dense reports along with this note. Separation transcripts. Bar's usual gear is starting to look its age, but the signal redirector's ability to bypass system securities impressed me. Turning it Tuning it to the core intelligence network gives the user access to any machine intelligence, changing the allegiance tag from hostile to friendly. This doesn't work on the synaptic units, or at least not yet. I assume being organic gives them enough independence to resist bypassing the network. That aside, control over the majority of the robot units could be extremely handy in case the central systems of the command center are buggered up, is crossed out and replaced with a handwritten correction, disrupted. The detailed blueprints show how to upgrade the Sealer redirector. There we go. Now I go to crafting. And we upgrade. Mark II is now in our hands. So, I don't know what that did. Did that turn the robots off? Looks like it did just that. A turret is nearby. Senior Redirector Mark II can temporarily reprogram the turret to perceive you as an ally. Ah, okay. Basically, this upgrade makes a lot of the harder difficulties now trivial. A hackable object is by needle shift difference.
Only recalibrating. Access granted.
Okay, so this is something I'm going to be using a lot now that I have actual access to it. The question is there anything else I can use this on now, or is this facility done and I have to go get the brain back at the water treatment plant? I mean, I know I have to do that. I can also turn those two turrets at the big entrance of this area off. So that's nice. Yeah, no, I'm getting away from your stupid swarm. Can I hit the swarm? No, I could probably just hit the box that controls the swarm on and off. Ow. Okay, there you go. Now they're not going to come after me, at least. Painkillers. Come on. Pistol ammo. I know I didn't use... I know I have slots for that. Okay. And if we run into them, since I need so much rifle ammunition, and I know where to get more rifle ammunition, I just go into that one, and I can pick it up a dime a dozen. Although, unfortunately, because where I have it... You fucking Rope it! Stop! Ah! Out of here. Jeez. Come on. Fucking robot. Man, what else is there? Why? I turned you off. Ugh. Oh, I need this another piece of power. I need to. No, 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 not more robot. Come on. How many are you? What is this? What is this hell? What is this fresh hell? Okay, now. Where's this other power source I need to turn off? I just flipped that one. This one's not even on. Yeah. Huh. Alright, well. Okay, that swarm of bots is now off. Okay. That turret's off. How do I get in there? Alright, well, let's go back in and get that first aid kit that was in that room then. I need it. Okay, so from here we're gonna go the long way around. We're gonna go this way, well, not long way. We're gonna go this way through the open door we did. Instead of going backwards through the front gates, I'm just gonna end up going around here, I guess, to get to the water treatment plant, and then I'll go back through the front gates with the with my new redirector to turn that shit off. Also, does this actually turn on now? Can I actually open this up in here? Bar from the other side. Okay, so you don't get in through up there then. So either there's a secret entrance that you need to get through, or there's a hole down here. Also, hello. And all the shit I did down there is still worked. All that's blown up. Perfect. I want to go up there and around. Now, this is probably not clear again. No? No, they're not around. Alright, perfect. Never mind. I'm happy to be wrong on that one. Now, they're all definitely back up. Although now it kind of makes sense that when I first came here, I did like a little bit of a chain pull of a lot of these guys, since they are supposed to kind of shout out and have like a hive mind telling everybody that you're near. So that makes a little bit of sense. But honestly, it's not as much as a hive mind as those fucking bandits that literally were just pulling from all across the map when I engaged one of them. That is still like one of those wild moments where I'm just killing like an entire zone's worth of bandits because they just keep fucking coming. Alright, and I'm not being yelled at by... Never mind, they're around. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I pulled them all. What the fuck? Shit. Yeah. Bad touch. Whew. Okay. Made it out. Did not actually think I was going to make it out of that. There ain't no string on me. Oh wait, no. Everyone has fucking string on them. Honestly, that would be a funny joke. They're a hive mind and things are controlling them, so that's why they put string on every fucking one of their stupid bodies. And then we're gonna give you no recipes that use it, that you're ever going to want to use. We thought it was funny. Alrighty, back down to this. It's been a while. Is there any resources in here that I'll take your bandage and another bandage, and I'll use a bandage. Hey, look, it all ended up being useful in the end. People tell me you are an annoyance to work with. Let's find out how annoying you were. Alright, I have 5 skill points saved up. It still feels like there's some talents I don't have yet, but increase damage to infected enemies and allows harvesting of infected samples and honeycomb. So this feels like this is only for the first DLC. Can I actually get infected samples out of him in this DLC as well? That just bleeds and burns. You know what? Might as well give it a shot. Not like I'm really using it that much anyway. Hello, buddy.
No, you listen to me. The contamination levels are through the roof. Red lines crossed here, there, and everywhere. This is an emergency. You assigned me to this bloody hole, and I am doing my job. Are you listening? Oh, that's a neat trick. You've changed into somebody else. Very odd. Mind you, everything's a bit odd these days. Anyway, whoever you are, listen to me. You need to take a message. Colonel DeVere reports contamination levels are through the roof. Got that? Through the roof.
It's a bit late for that, Colonel. It's spread all over the site.
It's what? The blasted stuff is loose? Just a tick while I check my internal clock. Processing. Wait, that's not the right day, or month, or 5 years? It's time I got this mess sorted out. I didn't get pulled out of a fiery wreck and shoved in a jar just to while away my time in this sewer. And what of my project? What of High Albion?
I have no idea what High Albion is. This High Albion was your project?
No? Well, let me tell you. It may just be the greatest achievement in all of Britain's storied history. Enough talk. You must take me to the command center. I need to learn all the gen on the current state of affairs. Hurry now.
Well, at least you actually want to come. Oh. Yeah. I don't need you. Get over here. Alright, so maybe people were saying he was just an asshat because he was too full of himself or something like that, but so far not the worst one. Not the worst brain in the jar I've met so far. Although, I'll tell you this much, you're no Richard Nixon. Although, okay. Actual question. Head in a jar or brain in a jar? What's better? Would you rather be a full head with eyes and shit? With eyes and the mouth and everything, and you're like in the jar speaking? Or would you rather just be a brain with electronic sensors and not have to worry about the rest of it? Although, to be fair, not having any limbs would be very fucking annoying. Unless you're able to do like lots of like tricky brain things to make it feel like you have limbs. Oh shit. And they've returned. Alright, well, here they all come. I think. Or not, never mind. I like how I had an excess of rifle ammunition and I just kind of blew it all away. I wasted it all on those the zombie pack. Although, to be fair, I did have to go in there. I had to go in there. And it does take a lot to kill them. And I know where to get just like fully restored myself, so. Will I pop one of them over here? Yeah. Well, that wasn't the entire house like last time when there was like 25 of them. Ah. Well, let's go by turning them off. Knew who it was before and I just didn't have the tech for it, and now I've got the tech for it. And you're off. And even though I probably could run across the gun field and do it that way. We're gonna do it the proper way. Not actually close enough. Alright, well I guess I should have just ran through the field of fire and turned it off. There we go. All disarmed. I love doing that. They're all just clustered about and you can just get the shots off really quick. I'm actually full on SMG ammo. Neat. Oh yeah, I can actually manipulate some of the boxes a bit more. That's not even on. Oh, come on. I turned you off. Trolls. There's ones that connect to that, and I just don't see where those come from. Like, that just has no power. I remember one of these had swarms coming out of it. Oh. works as a swarm. Alright. Enough of you guys. Enough. We're not doing that infinitely. Okay, there's several. I see. All right. Yeah, there we go. You just had to know that the other two were there for that. Ah, hey, it's one of the missing ones. Oh, wait, shit. Get in there. The classic interact button is the same as the jump button, so your character's just yeeting up in the sky. Alright, just not using the sticky bombs. I don't even know why I have it. I can honestly probably drop half this crap too. I just don't use. So the explosive lures are for wiping out the swarms, huh? Alright, there's an atomic battery I can pick up because there is a gate here I can use to open that up. And then I just have room. There's also some other mentation modules that I need to hand in. But I didn't want to hand it in while I had nothing to trade because you can get 2 things out of it. Okay. I think we're only missing one more of those robots. Now. Get out of here. Yeah, half-ass man hacks. You're not the man hacks I know. You're just a cheap imitation of bullshit. You're not the real bullshit. I do like how this underground area is like its own special. It's like its own little mini dungeon of just sprawling catacombs underneath this one area. Alright, that's enough faffing about. Except I'll pick up another one of you. Alright, let's go hand this head in. I do have enough bullets again for my rifle. So I don't need to go to the other place yet. But I probably will after I run into a lot more reds. Oh, well, I just happened to get one. Alright, because the next one's going to be the extra fun one. Alright, you're off. The next one's going to be into the area completely infected by the red strain. And that, I have a feeling, is going to be extra fun. Because if that's not swarming with infected soldier guys, I'm going to be very disappointed. There's robots that are back? Thought I took them all down over here. Shit, where is it? 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 There we go. Any other ones that I want to, that I'm able to use it? Oh, there's something. Oh, is it just a turret down there? No. Okay, never mind. There is something here also at organics. Like I got the big gun on me now. You might as well throw me some more red man group, or more of the big flesh zombies that I can actually mow them down with this. I have a feeling they're going to be everywhere. In fact, I have such a feeling that I'm going to be swarmed with a bunch of zombies. Yeah. Wow, alright. Normally those things take a little bit. Alright, might as well pull them all now. Where are you? I'm actually surprised I'm not being charged by the ferals. What the hell? As Mom always said, you gotta pop the pustules. Okay, Mom never said that. She said, that was gonna leave pockmark. Stop picking your pimples. I don't know if I have enough bullets in here to take out another one of them. Oh wow, they're pulled all the robots. Holy shit. Alright, well if I can find a way of getting them to piss off, grabbing one of their big guns, executing them with the big gun. Executed with impunity. Okay, I don't know how pissy they are right now. And I don't really have to fight them, but I'm just I'm just kind of having fun now. chaining them together now. Now, I think I saw a third one. And this one I got its thing out, right? Yeah, empty. I hear it. Okay. Alright, all three big robots are out if I have to come through here again. Turn that off, take that. Okay, I might just drop this just to get the just to move a little bit quicker. Oh shit, there's a laser grid in there? Ooh. Oh, can I just kind of... Oh. Okay, never mind. Didn't matter. Alright, now. That is where I'm going, right? No, I'm going over there. Never mind. That was the first place we went. Yeah, I don't need this gun anymore right now. I don't know why I did this. I'm taking out the signal redirector, like, right now. Just to turn that off. Now I have to re-put the bolts back in. Head number 3. Here we go.
can do some good. I see this place has gone to wreck and ruin without me.
Perhaps you can help us get things back on track then, Colonel.
I heartily agree, Dr. Spender. So, what state is High Albion in? What's our status?
High Albion. Was that the project? Oh, all in a muddle.
Then it sounds like we have some catching up to do. Listen to me. There is evil at work here, and needs must that it be confronted. The red strain threatens all of humanity.
You're right, of course, we must do something.
And you have a grand plan, do you, Danvers? Hmm?
We must complete High Albion. It is the only way we might get out of this dreaded mess.
Albion! Yes, that's it! I remember it all now. Project High Albion. There lies our salvation, of course.
You're launching yourself into space, aren't you?
There is a chance the red strain remains contained within the zone. If that were true, the outlook will be brighter. But when disaster struck, those 5 years ago, we learned of an order issued upon the highest authority. An order to smuggle the seedling samples of the red strain out of the site before the quarantine sealed it for good. Now, the samples were still very experimental, very fragile. The most likely outcome is that they died soon after they were removed from their laboratory environment. Combined with the probabilities of the rail tunnel collapse due to the secondary tremors from Oberon, the chance is low, but still exceeds the acceptable.
And in the hands of those dolts on the outside who saw fit to break the quarantine for those samples, the strain might just spell the end of everything.
The threat of the red strain is too large to lead to chance. But High Albion will allow us to find a counter to it. It's the only way to deal with the situation. And we may be the only ones with the knowledge and the facilities to do it. Gentlemen, it's decided. Start formulating our recovery plan. We will launch the rocket and leave this Earth for High Albion. With High Albion reborn,
They're going to a fucking
finally
space
way
station. God damn it.
forward. Even if every living thing on Earth were to fall to this dreadful assimilation, we shall be the
Yeah, their
ones to
answer is we're
propel
just gonna
our
leave
eventual
this.
salvation.
We're going to a new game. And I'm assuming the out that they'll provide is they'll extract my brain. We're going to space? And all this will help me get out of here?
Rest assured, help us up to High Albion, and we'll ensure your safe extraction and transportation out of the zone. You won't be able to join us on this trip, but escape shall be waiting for you, I promise. In the meantime, we need the rest of our colleagues to raise the site from its slumber. Please keep searching for them. It's vitally important. And now that we've a few heads back together, my memories are returning. Oh, it's extremely refreshing. Perhaps I can assist you with any queries you have.
What can you tell me more about High Albion?
Yes, why not? It's so nice not to have to be secretive all the time, especially now that the secrets are coming back to me. The aim and product of Project Albion is High Albion Station. No more or less than a space station orbiting the Earth. It's up there right now, constructed by robots after launches from Woomera, Australia, and a terribly secret rocket base in Kenya. It isn't quite finished yet, but the bulk of it's done. Its aim is twofold. Firstly, to offer a stepping-off point for missions afield, the Moon certainly, but even Mars and Venus. Secondly, it will be the best appointed laboratory in Earth's history, capable of research into any of a dozen different disciplines. If a scientific solution exists to any problem, it shall be found in High Albion.
Dr. Spender, I did have just one trifling question. High Albion Station should be sent.
Yeah, is the station even alive after 5 years?
It appears the log is empty.
Oh, blast it! Yes, looks like some sort of interference
Yeah, that's
field
from
in the way.
Oberon.
It'll likely play havoc with our electrical systems on the way up. It appears to be centered on the Oberon side. I dread to think what
Oh,
state
so is it
that's
going to
in
want me to
now.
have to do the main
We'll
quest
need to
first and
something
then do
about
this?
that, but all in good time, though.
Okay, so this DLC you have to fully finish if you want to do that. after you take out Albion. Or, sorry, Albion. After you take out Oberon. Well. Organic slab time. Oh, baby. I hope this one is like the soldier base. That's actually full of just enemies that are shooting, so you have to like fight through. Along with the big zombie ones and stuff. They haven't really mixed enemy types that much yet. Oh shit. Okay, well. The answer to this was turning on the turret and then remote controlling the turret to kill them all, but honestly, I like doing the headshots. I still really like this, the play style of I'm weak and fragile, but my opponents are weak and fragile too. Although if they had a little bit more reaction time, it would be a bit more dangerous, but they're all just kind of staring like, what? You gonna give me a call now? Yeah.
Alexander Keen, maker of minds. Didn't know when to stop. Keen still doesn't. But he wants to slay the world at least. How very decent of him.
What do you know of Keen? Can I trust him? What do you know of him?
Very partial to training stimulants, Alexander. Stayed awake for a long, long time. That's a lot of punishment for a blob of grey matter to take. That it was self-inflicted hardly ameliorates things. Keen is the herald of death. Keen is the savior of us all. Trust him. Don't trust him. Only one thing is certain.
Oberyn must die.
Must die.
I'm gonna avoid that one. Gotta save my ammunition up. He says after killing like 3 of them. Although I use their own. What? There you go. I don't know how the first one's missed, but sure. Wait, how is there this many robots again? What the fuck? That's wild. Yeah, okay, that's wild. I killed a bunch of robots and they're all back? What the fuck? Alright, hold up. Let me do the thing I think they want me to do, right? Am I not? I thought I was allowed to do that. Is there another option? No. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, wait, can I actually... No, we're full on those two. Okay. Not that done. Let's not die to... A little bit this time. Okay, what? Yeah, just kill me. Fucking hell. I don't know how I can fire other shots and take it head out, but that didn't work. Alright, hopefully for the last time. All I know is Oberon must die. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's just save here instead of having to restart there constantly. You know what, honestly? Oh, fuck, it's gonna hurt. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. Never mind. Where did I dump it? I dumped it like before here, right? There it is. I should see that coming. Ooh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, there's more than... Ah, the hell did I walk into? What? No, come on. Fuck! All of that for nothing.
Still here.
What? Who? What? Oh. Okay, here we go. Alright, we got him that time. Pick an atomic battery, but where's its damn weapon? What the hell? Where's its weapon?
Can smell them.
There. Okay, because now that I turned that on, man, now there's probably more enemies around there, right? Well, these assholes started springing up. Oh, I can't, I literally cannot turn down. Alright, that's what's going on. I can't look down far enough. After that other big fight, we're saving again. open, and is this the... No. Where is the... There it is. Turtle. Alright, in we go. Third dungeon time. Let's see, is this gonna be as full of enemies as I think it is, or is it just gonna be more dangerous outside than inside, like the last bunch have been? No, I guess the one, the robotics one wasn't that chill. These ain't turning back on for now. Once that is open, it's definitely the ferals are coming after me. Alright, come on, open up more ferals than that. Do it. They're definitely going to be hiding around places too. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Any other ferals? Any other ferals want to come down that hallway? Well, I still know I have some bullets left? I don't think I had that much left in this, but hopefully enough for another feral. Or two. Every patch of red is like they could be there. I'm honestly surprised there hasn't been any hiding behind corners that are like just jumping out at me. Okay, I gotta turn that off. It just would be nice to know if there's no more down the tunnel and I can walk around freely. Okay. Before I start popping pustules with this, is there another big lad? Well, I don't know, so... Is this one of the rogue robots? Yeah, the last one. Nice. And now I can open these from the other sides. Must therefore be closely monitored. The so-called red strain is in reality a mutated form of the growth discovered at the Oberon site. A hybrid with terrestrial grass, Arathenium elateus, and a catalyst. Ask Brown if that red crystalline substance he was studying was used. The hybrid bears little resemblance to any of its forebears, but grows strongly in the local soil, and must therefore be closely monitored. Oh, there's the brain. Professor Gideon Trent.
Where are you taking that? Hey, it isn't safe, you fools. Do you hear me? It isn't... Oh, keep your distance. Just who are you?
Calm yourself. I mean you no harm. What happened here? It's ransacked. I'm friends with Dr. Sprender.
Gillian? She sent you? I would guess she slept as I did. Or why else wait until now? Unless you're the first person to wander by since it all went to perdition here. I hope she knows what she's doing. Or else why would she send you here? To this laboratory, of all places. This was where they worked on something awful. The red strain, if that means anything to you. And now it's all in ruins. How long was I asleep? It must have been years. The strain must be all over the site by now. This is a disaster.
What is the red strain?
I don't know the minutiae, but I can tell you that it has a profound psychological and physiological effect on those it contaminates. The research was quite unfinished, as you can see. I doubt that those pulling the strings, whoever they were, intended it to be quite so virulent. Oh, but I remember the samples. They took them. There was a great panic when Windscale exploded. Even more so when the red strain got loose. My colleagues and I were all dispatched from the command center, and then... my memories are a blank. We are dormant while in transit, you see. I awoke to find that a unit had deposited me here, alone in the silence of the evacuated laboratory. For a short time, I marveled at the place. We hadn't the security clearance to enter here before.
Oh, so even you were never in here before until now.
To see the very samples of their awful experiment on the plinths before me. Then some fellows in ABC suits, protective gear, you understand, came. They took the experimental samples of the red strain, and I believe they meant to flee the quarantine. I begged them, told them not to take them out, but my entreaties fell on deaf ears. I've noticed people take one less seriously when one is a brain in a jar. The site must have quarantined soon after. My hibernation system was triggered automatically, and I knew no more. But listen, if Jillian is alive, as you say she is, will you take me to her? If there's any hope of dealing with this, it is with all of my colleagues together. Well, all who are still of sound mind, as it were. We must hurry, quickly.
Alright, come with me. So I had the basic gist of a lot of this, but I don't have any like fun extra details so far. I guess. Like this one guy's a mystery, but it's not like I'm finding out more about it. Oh, so this feels very like... Oh, alright, there's some bugs in here. Red strain sample. Strain adaptation formula. Oh god. Now, is this endless or no? Okay, perfect. Strain adaptation formula. New skill learned. Or new skill available. Experiment censored results. This document is explicitly for your eyes only and for dissemination with censored. Group only. Bard and core personnel are not to be added to the recipients list. Red strain effects on test rats censored. Generally successful except censored. Except redacted. Sought for effects where Group B rats were able to rapidly negotiate complex mazes that had previously been learned only by Group A rats, suggesting shared memories between the two groups, thereby redacted. Conclusions redacted. Attached to the report is a handwritten note that reads, "This gives evidence of a synthetic shared mind. Tell the higher-ups we found what we were looking for." Ooh, stimulant store key. Ah, this is where it was all contained, and this is the sample that dropped and started everything. Okay. I gotta figure out where I use this key card. Is it just a storeroom for extra loot, or is there learn improvise training stimulant? Already got that. Okay, this was just extra. So I got the brain in the jar. Oh, the item I picked up is a key item, I think. No, that was a skill I learned, dumbass. It's acting like it's a key item. Crouch and remain. All right. Provides resistance to all sources of red strain contamination. While contaminated, take reduced melee damage, and melee kills against organic enemies restore some health. Neat. Okay, well, I'm gonna need some more points. I can craft my own synthetic simulants if I need to. Okay, I got the brain. I seem to have got the extra special reward of making the red strain work for me now. Observation. Arbuthnot's enhancement for that signal redirector device turned up as little short of miraculous, in my humble opinion. It can rejig a robot's friend or foe menu, at least temporarily, until the housekeeping phase repairs it. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it myself. Doesn't work on the jar-driven machines, and that's hardly surprising. Arbuthnot's keeping the prototype hidden in flight engineering for you. Yeah, okay. I mean, considering we had to get the flight engineering before we got this, I don't know why that's there, but... Unless there was a way of getting a brain beforehand. But I don't think there is. Okay, what else is up here? Whoever's reading this, whatever they've been testing in the central lab has gotten out. Organics is in chaos, and it won't be long before it spreads throughout the test site. In this case is evidence of the research Core tried to bury, providing the danger of its advances and it's locked, and the key has been sent with a unit to deliver it to someone I trust. We need to get this information out to the world. My name is Martha Lawrence. Please, will you let people know I was the one to break the story? I want to be remembered for exposing Core and not working for them. I can hear screaming from downstairs. I think they've broken through the tunnels. It won't be long. The rest is a blood obscured by blood. The classic. Quickly, I've got to write a note. Note suddenly ends. They're coming for me. Oh no, they're coming. Alright, I gotta get a drink. I'll be right back. I'm thirsty. I still would like. So each one of these dungeons has been like kind of interesting, but none of them have really like scratched my itch. Like maybe robotics was the best one. They had a bunch of giant robots around, and they had some of the guys who were part of their hive mind running around as well. This place had a couple of the big hitting zombies, but that was about it. The feral ones. It didn't really have like a lot of them. Like, I was kind of hoping to have to fight through a ton of shit, but there was only like what, 5? Like they weren't even like hiding in the corner here, ready to jump out. Like so, there's a lot of stuff that it would be neat if they did more. Like the deal, like I do like that this place is bigger and this is more of an actual DLC feeling than the other one, but like, man, it feels like just barely populated and like very small as well. I think I hear sounds still at least. There's probably one more hanging around somewhere. Yeah, here we go. So I did like this game, and I still do like it, but it definitely needs honestly, it needs like one more difficulty toggle. Maybe for even less items to show up or something, I don't know. Or just more enemies. I gotta remember how to get the hell out of here. So I guess my answer is it's a good first try at a game. Emergency report, stop. Robots in Site M quarantine area are declared rogue. Stop. Destroy on site. Stop. Red strain isolation is compromised. Stop. Request sterilization of Site M. Stop. Urgent, urgent, urgent. Yeah, the other question I guess is this team ever going to make another game like this, or are they going to move on to something else? Or because, like I said, this has been fun. I'd like to see what they like. This is a good first start. I'd like to see what happens if they made an entire another game in like another 4 or 5 years, and see what if they learned anything. Or if anything I'm saying is something that other people felt as well. Like, I have not heard anyone really mention this game before. Like Sir Bobby Bob said before. I don't know if he was saying that on stream or he was messaging me before. That he played this when it first came out and didn't even know there was DLC. It kind of just came out on Game Pass and then passed. So, and I didn't really hear about this game at all from anything really. And like I said, I think this came out around the same time Stalker 2 came out. And they're assumably very similar games. In fact, I kind of want to try Stalker 2 right now, like just to kind of compare them back to back. What are you doing? So hopefully the game didn't get overlooked too much. And this team has the will to make another one, or at least try another, even if they try another game in a different genre. Actually, I don't even know who made this. Are they a studio who's done something before, or... I'll probably look that up in a minute. Oh, that's another one that came out that's very similar to this. Outer Wilds 2 also came out, didn't it? That's like the space one made by Obsidian, the guys who did Fallout New Vegas. I remember playing the first one in that one, and I never finished it. It was okay, but I didn't like how they had like each planet had like its own area of zone, and it wasn't like one large world. But now that I've been playing lots of games like this, I kind of prefer it when it's in separate zones rather than one large open world. So maybe if I went back and played Outer Wilds 1, I would feel different again. Or maybe enjoy it more. Because I also didn't stream that game. Because that came out before I was streaming. And I tend to have a lot more willingness to play games than I'm streaming. Like Fallout 4, I lost so much fucking... trying to play that on my own, just playing the game. It probably hurt my enjoyment of Fallout 4 more. Even though like 3 and New Vegas and Skyrim I all played, even though there were roommates around, they weren't around all the time, but I still fell so much in love with it that I ended up getting like sleepy and bored. It also had its other problems that I've mentioned before, like not having skill points or stats. You didn't have stats, you just had skill points that were based on level. So you couldn't like force lock picking right away, so you could make sure you lock pick every lock no matter what right off the bat at like level 6 or 7.
I raised the alarm in water treatment about the release of the contamination and was roundly ignored for my pains, almost as though it was intentional.
Really? Fancy that?
Okay, now I can go release the other guy if I wanted to.
Hello?
Is that Keen? Surely not.
Hello? My connection to the command center is back. Permission level 4 has been granted and the lock has been released. Quite brilliant work. Now, it's vitally important that you don't plug any of the others into the system. We don't need them seizing control. Rendezvous with me at the train yard immediately.
Well, all the other brains can hear it. That's funny.
Ah, the ubiquitous Dr. Keen.
I was waiting for the brain. I wonder if the brains are going to not trust me now.
I thought he was gone.
I mean, I thought he was deposited somewhere out of the way. The fact he is awake is... unfortunate. Stranger, ignore him. You must not go to Dr. Keen. He'll just make a mess of everything again. He is unreliable, and if you start listening to him, well, don't. That's all. Keen should be left where he is. Believe you me.
Okay, so Keen hasn't really given me much information. But you guys, your plan apparently is you're going to make me launch you to the space station above Earth. And then, assumably what? You're going to have my brain extracted later and I join you up there? Because you already told me you're not letting... I can't come with you this time. And my physical body, I assume, isn't coming. So if I did have to come, it would just be a brain in a jar. Not to mention we don't even know if the space station exists, but I also have to blow up Oberon first so that you can actually find out or not. So, honestly, I have no idea. So I don't know if Dr. Keen would actually try to, A, solve the issue. Maybe he actually wants to help get rid of the red strain, if that's even possible. I can actually cure it. Or there was a thing saying that he had taken a lot of fucking drugs and shit and messed with his mind, and that he wanted to... and be wary of having a strong mind in a neural network like a hive mind, which might be you guys. So that's the other question is, if I put him here, would he then take over all of your minds? But he just said he didn't want you guys awakened. So can you do it the other way? I have no idea. But that also feels like he doesn't want to be put with the rest of you instead of wanting to be put with the rest of you. Unless it's just easier for him to do it when you're asleep. Presumably. Now, why are you wearing Keen? Why should I listen to him? Wait, did you lock him inside that room? He says he can save the world from the why are you so wary of him?
Wary? There speaks someone blessed, never to have encountered the monstrous egotism and dubious scientific accomplishments of Dr. Alexander Keene.
His methods are rushed, impulsive like a child in a toy shop, an attitude not suited to the laboratory. The red strain is dangerous, and though it is contained in the zone, for the moment at least, we cannot guarantee the same is true outside these walls. If those samples really did make it out in a viable state, Keene has done enough damage already. He will only turn us away from the path to High Albion. He cannot be trusted.
Okay. So you're saying Keene doesn't want you to go to the space station in the sky? It honestly just sounds like these brains just want to leave and abandon everything. What did Keene do? Why won't you tell me? Perhaps I should release Dr. Keene. You can all discuss it together. What did Keene do? Why won't you tell me?
Because some terrible thing should be confined to the past. We must
Oh my god,
look
it's
to
gonna
the
be something
future
stupid,
now,
isn't it?
to the stars. If the world is to be flooded by red, then High Albion shall be our ark.
Well said, Gillian.
Please forget about Dr. Keene. Find our final colleague and we can complete High Albion. Then you can be freed from your prison and we can set about saving humankind.
Okay, so the option is find your last colleague or Dr. Keene. So there's I can choose either. Okay.
Never liked Keene. There's eccentric, and then there's whatever he is. You know, I heard that he experimented on himself with the training stimulants.
Vile lack those stimulants. I would never trust such stuff.
At least he had the common
Meanwhile,
decency to
I've been
use
using it all the
himself as a
time.
Guinea pig, and not just us sorry lot.
Okay, I actually have a question. I wonder, I'm gonna save here. No. Alright. You can't just kill him. I wanted to see if that was something possible the game would let me do. The answer is no. Okay. So where would their last companion be? Unless he's in those bunkers there that I never got in before? That could be it. But I also kind of want to see what Keene says after this. I do think it's really neat how a lot of different plot items are literally just something that you can carry in your inventory and that nobody references unless you actually decide to use it. So I could literally go get Keene's brain right now and just hold on to him. I could literally just grab it and hold on to it, and if I don't use it, I don't use it. Like, the game's literally not gonna like get mad at me or anything like that, just for taking the head.
Albion, you have found it in the heavens, above you, right now. The ark for those brains to weather the red flood. A little worse for wear, but nothing that can't be patched up with vinegar and brown paper. In time. Such a pity your body prevents you from joining them.
I'll have to look at that.
Perhaps your luck will change.
Alright. Alright, time to go do the thing, I guess, then. Time to go talk to Keene. Whee. So like I said, you can just kind of pick them up, carry them with you. I can even put them in the storage facility thing and just leave. Oh, speaking of which, I do have each piece of the brain, so I might, or the robot, so I might as well. Oh shit. Yeah, don't do that. You turn off. Hey, buddy. There we go.
Do not forget to set.
Have you heard of the cerebral decantation
The
project?
construction of my prototype was a significant stepping stone in that project. This fact causes a variable shift, which I believe is analogous with the human emotion of pride. Mine was the first chassis to integrate donated organic material, a vital step towards full cerebral extraction and preservation. I have only a partial record of the earliest days of my creation, but sometimes, while low power mode is active, I remember walls of glass surrounded by curious, excited people in white coats. I don't know what I am, but they tell me I'm special, important somehow. Rest states can lead to abnormal cerebral function, so it's possible I'm just extrapolating a flawed conclusion from an incomplete dataset.
You know Dr. Garrow.
Not personally, but the name is frequently indexed within my historical data records. Bard used her research on electromechanical hybridization as the inspiration for the prototype unit that would eventually become, well, me. The fact she was never allowed to work directly on the project is, curious. Historical conversations that took place within my sensory perimeter suggest that her colleagues were sometimes unsure of her true motivations.
Alright, I'd like to trade. I have
This is an algorithmically
all
satisfying
three of
object.
the items that you want in exchange for, guess, all the bullets that you have and bandages, yes, and a grenade.
I believe this is the last of the missing modules. This should allow me to read previously inaccessible areas of system memory. Once this module is consumed, there will be no more left to process. I will be careful to savor its fresh, uncorrupted sectors.
What do you want them for, really? What are the modules actually made of? The data. What data did you get from it? What did you actually want from them for real?
I am sharing all of the data I find with you. My tertiary imperatives beyond that are not relevant to the efficient completion of your objectives.
I don't want to keep trading with you. I need to know I can trust you. I can report you to the processing department if you don't tell me what you're doing. You're alone in here. I thought it might want to talk to someone about what you're doing.
To quote Einstein, I live in that solitude which is painful in youth, but delicious during the years of maturity. A sentiment I fully endorse. Give me a moment and I'll process this for you. Visualizing an hourglass may help alleviate the tedium.
New authorized user censored.
Do not forget to search for deactivated synaptic unit.
I've already have given you them all.
Be sure to bring me back an interesting subset of the ephemera that you retrieved.
I returned. Oh, 4 of 5. Okay. I returned 4 of 5 members. Oh, wait, no, that's a different one. No, never mind. Then, Default routine. Return to assignment process. I've returned them all, so do I have the ability to get the deep storage now? And if I do, where is that? Huh. I guess I also have this device in here, so what could I have accessed in here that I didn't before? There we go. I knew he was hiding behind the stupid wall. Robots back here up here? Jesus. Alright. At least I got one of those big cannons back. I don't even know if anything in here even matters. Like, there's no special anything. Unless I know how to get to that deep storage, which I don't even know where that is. I don't think it's even here. What's the point of even having the device Mark II besides just turning off? Yeah, even to do this, I'd have to run through the fucking thing, right? No, okay. Yeah, honestly not sure why. Like, there really is no reason to come back here. Unless there's a way to start a new game plus or something where you already have this so you can get through this. Otherwise, why come back here? Not like you can do them out of order. It's not like there was like a hacking skill that you could take that lets you hack all this stuff beforehand. Or find the plans to make the Mark II even without going the way they want you to. Anyway. I guess there's some meat there. See, I don't know. I turned on the whole robot thing, but I don't think that actually... To pneumatic network controls. The Arbuthnot. Synapse complete. Task dispatch. Arbuthnot to deep storage. Interchange. Skethermore. Oh, that's right. It's in the interchange in Skethermore. Yeah. Okay. I forgot about that. Yeah. All right. So I guess since I have it all, that should give me the access to it. I did hand them all in. I know there's access to the interchange around here. If it's just gonna sit there and spin around, I'm not gonna mess around with it. Unless this weapon is still here. But I think I already grabbed it before, yeah. Yeah, it's gone. And then I'll go back for Keen and give him a check. And see what he wants. What he's like in person. Go to Wyndham. So we can use this. I do love how that guy's there, but I can just walk in and out and he'll just never notice me. He's just always looking in the wrong direction. Okay. Hey, the rats are coming. Okay. Slattendale. Skethermore. So this is where deep storage should be. The question is... Ow. Where here is deep storage? Oh, there's a lot of shit down here now.
Keep it tight, spotted! Bastard! Ah! Fire it! I'm not letting you.
Yeah, okay. There's soldiers here. I have to watch out. I was just thinking it was pure empty. But this is technically where I have actually opened the entire place up. Like every single wing is now open for everyone to be inside of. Skethermore 1 is right in their military base.
Someone over there!
Okay. But this isn't. Okay, so interchange entrance, gather more. This is in their main facility down the stairs. So I do have to watch out.
Someone sneaking around, friends.
Where is deep storage here? That's the one problem. I never saw it before when I was playing the game since it didn't exist, I guess, in the DLC, or... Brain control. Okay, I'm taking that as a good spot there.
Reminder for robotics personnel.
Oh, come on. Oh, that sucks. Come on. Requires crane control key. I never got that crane control key card. Yeah, just kill me. Where the hell? What? Okay, I don't know how that didn't kill that. Yeah, just kill me. Okay, I've blown up these robots for less. How the hell did that one not detonate? Also, of course, this one asshat's just floating around here. Got him. All right. What? Does it not blow up? Well, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I'm trying to get out of this. Man, it feels like they blew up easier in the DLC than this one. Like, goddamn. Unless this one just has flat more health, maybe. Come on, detonate. What the hell? Blow up. Okay, I don't understand what's going on here. Yeah, no, just kill me again. Why isn't this blowing up? Okay, why the hell is this thing taking way more damage than any other robot has ever taken the detonate? Am I just not hitting it in the right spot? Like, what the fuck is going on? And this doesn't even answer my real question. Where the fuck is deep storage? What's the point of getting access to something? I don't know where it is. Our birth not to pneumatic network control synaptics complete. Test especially to deep storage interchange Skethamore entrance. Interchange Skethamore entrance. I don't. Is this just saying that it's in the military base part? Not the actual part of the interchange? Am I even looking for a thing that exists? Am I on just a wild goose chase? Because the game is being kind of unclear at this spot. I did the robot's task. It sounds like there's a thing in deep storage. But now there's nothing here. Like, it's not an actual spot. Certain of the unit dispatch him to deep storage near the interchange Skethamore entrance PDP access point. Okay. So I guess it is in the base part. I hate you. And it's not just like in this tube or something. Aha! Okay. It was literally just in the tube. New lead found. I found the brain of Sergeant Terry Arbuthnot, one of the processing department. He had himself hidden away in deep storage in the pneumatic tube network. He is one of the colleagues who Dr. Spender requested to be reunited with in the command center. Okay. So their missing colleague stored himself away in the pneumatic tube system. Alright, that's who I was getting. So I can either do him or Dr. What's his name. So I guess I can just... Just gonna drop that one. Okay, that answers so much. It literally was just go to the pneumatic tube system. Okay. So from here... we'll go back and get the good doctor. Okay, not so good doctor. Wyndham Village. Oh, come on. No, 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 assholes. Alright, back out here again.
It is in the nature of science to push forward the boundaries of what is known. This time it went as far as outside the wall. For you, that's very far indeed. How far did the trek go? How far will the red strain spread? The north of England succumbed to a red menace. The world. Or perhaps the samples are safe and sound in the next valley. The uncertainty is thrilling, isn't it?
Yeah, since we have no idea what's going on in the outside world. Right now we're just worried about something that may not be an issue. Because we do know that they've been sending people in here for Oberon recently. But we've heard none of their things mentioning anything about the red strain. So assumably there is no infection outside. Just what's ever in here. But it could be somewhere else in the world also getting ready to be accidentally tipped over and infest shit. We don't know. But I think the brain's plan of abandoning the entire planet and just doing whatever they're doing up in space is just kind of like them just leaving. Alright, how many of you fucking giant robots do I have to kill before you learn your lesson? Oh, it's gonna at least be one more. I know I was dropping their weapons the moment I was done using them, even if it wasn't empty. Question is, where the fuck did I leave him? Or just dodge the big guy. It's either or. The big guy and Rusty. Whoop. Ow. You know what? It was worth breaking my legs, I guess. Oh. Well. This is a great place to store your brain. They put him in the radioactive waste bin. Hey, buddy.
Finally, I can be free of this cursed contraption. Thank you, my friend. You may not understand it yet, but you've given me the opportunity to finally put right a great wrong.
You were a brain. Like, okay, seriously, how would we have unleashed him if we didn't do all that? Like, there must be a weird way where you do this without ever, like, come on. How are we shocked? What do you mean you never told me you were one of them? We know he's one. Like, okay, I don't understand this one. None asleep with the others. How's that
A
possible?
happy side effect of my experimentation with the training stimulants. The acceleration in cognitive function that I experienced dramatically reduced my need for regular rest. I have no need to slumber in hibernation as the others do. The processing department never truly understood the precarious nature of their situation.
In other words, you got a lot of Oberon in here.
It's time to put an end to this horror. You must by now have realized how destructive the red strain truly is. The catastrophe that would ensue, should it be released, is frankly inconceivable. You and I are the last hope of bringing an end to the horror that this facility threatens to unleash upon the world. We must eradicate all traces of the red strain, once and for all, while we still can. Fear not, my friend. I have a plan to do exactly that.
The others don't trust you. Why should I? It's time you told me what your plan really is.
It's not just this facility that's in danger. The threat is far greater than that. The disaster at the Windscale site sent the whole base into a panic. But all that the organization cared about were their precious research samples. In the midst of the unfolding chaos, they secretly loaded 2 trains up with red strain samples in order to transport them to a different facility, one just outside the zone. It was, frankly, an act of desperate madness and a clear breach of all of our existing quarantine protocols. Then, something went catastrophically wrong with the sentry robots, and in the ensuing chaos, the red strain was released onto the base, triggering an immediate emergency quarantine. The second train was stopped by the automated quarantine, but there's a very real danger that the primary evacuation train left the facility, with samples of the red strain on board.
If samples are outside the walls, then surely all is lost. Why would anyone want to preserve something so dangerous? If there's so little known about the strain, wouldn't continued research be useful? Why would anyone want to preserve something so
An
dangerous?
excellent question, and one that perhaps demonstrates just how little regard they have for human lives. Certainly it makes them unfit stewards for such raw potential power. You see, parts of the research into the red strain were being kept deliberately quiet, even from the processing department. That was in itself suspicious. Then I started to hear whispers of research subjects presenting with wildly different symptomatic conditions to those we had witnessed. Worryingly different. Via a combination of gentle diplomacy and outright coercion, I managed to gain access to a small part of the classified research that they were keeping from us. Even that limited extract made it clear that the red strain has far more exciting and dangerous properties than simply inducing homicidal rage in test subjects. It creates a form of shared consciousness, diffusing information amongst contaminated minds to form an organized collective
Yeah, basically
awareness.
it's making its own version of an
In
Oberon.
short,
Yeah.
many become one. They were researching ways this could be used to influence anyone, from subtle behavioral adjustment all the way through to full subversion of free will. In layman's terms, we're talking about mass mind control. I'm sure I do not need to explain to you the horrifying implications of this technology falling into the wrong hands. I need you to understand that, in case there are no right hands. Which leaves us with no other option. To eradicate the red strain once and for all, we'll have to destroy the quarantine zone and any other test sites in the region. I understand your hesitance to unleash such wanton destruction, of course. But you must understand that this is the only way to truly protect the world beyond this beleaguered corner of the kingdom.
We'd be killing everyone in the zone. There must be another way. What about the samples that were taken out of the zone? The processing department says they can develop a cure to the red strain if I get them to the space station.
Oh, I've no doubt they could. But do you have any idea how long that would take? With their experimental hesitance and prevarication? Decades at best. Don't you see? In their isolated little bubbles of consciousness, time means almost nothing to them.
True.
Once they've made it to their precious high Albion, they can spend forever and a day slowly and carefully researching whatever they want. We need concrete results here and now. They want you to find them an escape route. The world below will fall to the red strain while they potter about in their bloody space lab. I have a far better use in mind for their precious orbital ivory tower.
He's
I
gonna drop it,
discovered
yeah.
Where they plan to take the samples. There's an ancillary base, Test Site N, located outside of the zone, built specifically to further expand red strain research. If the samples survive the trip, and we must assume they did, however unlikely that may seem, then they will be in secure storage at Site N. If we are to truly eradicate the strain, we must destroy Site N and every other clandestine test site in the region, not just the quarantine zone here. It's the only way to be sure we can finally find a use for the processing department's precious high Albion. That giant white elephant of a space station that they've got hanging abandoned in geosynchronous orbit above the zone. Once I'm connected to the command center, we can activate the Apollyon contingency. It's a contingency plan to scuttle high Albion. Designed as a measure of last resort, it will deorbit the station and bring it crashing down into the ocean.
Just
From
blowing
the
this whole
command
area
center,
right on
you
up.
can redirect the station
meteor
towards the
strike.
Lake District instead. We can take out the quarantine zone and the rest of their damn test sites in one fell swoop. I know how apocalyptic this must sound, but you have to believe me. It's the only way to be certain of eliminating the red strain for good. If it breaches containment, everyone could lose their autonomy. Humanity's free will, gone. Just like that. We can't let that happen.
What about me? Is there no way out? The train left years ago. The samples could be anywhere by now. That's countless people dying. I can't either. The train left years ago. The samples could be anywhere by now.
Test Site N was being built specifically to further research on the red strain. I saw the plans myself. Those samples are incredibly volatile and need a very specifically designed containment facility. The red strain samples will still be there, I'm certain. They have to be. I understand the gravity of what I'm asking of you. But
Gravity.
you have to believe me when I tell you, this is the only way. My life is on the line here too. But I made the decision long ago that I was willing to sacrifice myself to stop anyone from spreading the red strain's curse any further. And to do that, we have to destroy it all. Not just here in the zone, but in the other sites across Cumbria. We must be ruthlessly thorough.
I'll do what needs to be done. I'll bring you to the containment center where we can talk this through with the rest of the processing department. Sure.
Thank you. I had a feeling you would understand. Take me to the command center.
Alright, now I got both brains. I don't actually know what Sergeant Terry, what his brain is like. So I kind of want to, I'm going to be making a save in front of the brain placers. And have a chat with them in different save files. Because I still don't know what this one guy even does if I put him in. Ow! What the fuck? No, I'm out of here, suckers.
Is that
to-
Keen you have with you? Please do not plug him.
Yeah. Hold up. We're gonna make. I've got those 3 saves here, so we're gonna make that save and that save.
Min, let's talk about this.
All right. First, we're doing Arbithnot.
Oh, no, I'm awake. Who did this? Why? Didn't you listen to my message? No one was ever meant to find me.
At ease, Arbuthnot. You're back with us now.
Oh, Colonel Danvers. You survived. Oh, sir. It's good to see you. You have no idea.
We're all here. Thank the Lord.
And thanks go to you, stranger. Your faith in us will not go unrewarded. Alexander was a dangerous influence. He's only ever acted impulsively and destructively.
Yeah, well, he
I
kinda
cannot
has a point,
overstate
though.
my relief that you chose to help us, rather than Dr. Keen.
The snake.
Otherwise, well, I shudder to think what he would have done.
Destroyed
King's
everything.
hubris would have seen us all doomed.
His
Gentlemen,
hubris?
we are close to our goal now.
I mean, yeah, I would've seen
All
you
thanks
doomed, yeah.
to our benefactor here, who has made this moment possible.
Now we must address the task at hand. We must get the rocket to launch readiness.
We'll need our friends' help.
What do I need to do? I'm gonna have my escape. And then you'll be able to defeat the red strain?
Of course, of course. Won't be quick, I fear, but we'll manage it.
There's no limit to what we'll be able to do with High Albion fully operational. The rocket launch tower must be prepared.
Please, make your way down there and ensure the power is distributed to the rocket systems. After all, there's the small matter of Oberon, and then we can all step into
Yeah,
our
the
new
small
lives.
matter of over.
I've been working on the interference field issue, Dr. Spender. I believe that a sample of Oberite might provide adequate
Oh.
shielding for us on
I
the
actually
way up.
have some of that.
Oberon's the source of the interference, and this is one time we can use fire to fight fire.
Excellent work, Sergeant. Then Oberon is your final port of call, stranger. Once the launch tower is fully prepared, ensure you are prepared yourself before you venture to Windscale. It will be
I actually have a
difficult
save
journey.
file. Will I have a shard of that? I wonder if I come to redo it again with that shard. I'm like, oh, I already had that. All right, well, that's this save file, right? We have this one, which was my original ending. This one is the file I'm currently doing. This one, if I want to end the game and do it where I do it with the first DLC, with one of the first DLC solutions. Then there's this one where I put in Arbuthnot. And then I'm going to load this one.
Keen you have with you. Please do not plug him in.
Keen is a double-double.
Why have you brought...
He wants to run the Apollo contingency and destroy the red strain for good.
But of course he does.
I knew it, the wretched fool. He'd throw High Albion away for nothing.
He wants what? But why? He'd wipe out this whole region. Does he think the train with those samples only made it as far as the ancillary site, Site N? Yes, that was their plan 5 years ago, but now... What if they are no longer keeping the samples at Site N? What if the samples never survived the trip in the first place? There could be a carpet of red outside the walls, or there could be no threat out there whatsoever. We just can't say with any certainty.
Keen's guessing. Wants to play the hero and damn the consequences.
His plan will cause terrible carnage, so many deaths, so much suffering.
Stranger, you cannot possibly wish this. You would destroy the zone and a great swathe of the North on a guess?
Our best chance of success is to leave the zone in quarantine and find the cure. Yes, it may take time, decades even, but it may just save the lives of everyone.
You plan to develop an antidote might take decades. Wait, you're not even certain you'll find the cure?
Research cannot offer certainties, just likelihoods. And the likelihood of something positive coming of the research is excellent.
When Project High Albion began, people were uncertain a human could ever reach space. Now, see, we live in very interesting times, for better or worse.
Keen's plan has no greater certainty of success, but is guaranteed to be apocalyptic for those within its scope.
And work together with Keen, find out how to save us all.
No, Keen cannot be reasoned with.
With Keen, we are bent to the will of his collective. It is a sensation hard to put into words.
Listen to us. We offer you an escape, extraction, and a way out.
Yeah, extraction on my brain.
Keen only offers destruction. And so we must dispatch him. Place Keen in the pneumatic tube access point over by the window. We shall confine him to a dusty corner of the network. Don't be concerned, he won't die. Just sleep. For a very long time. Then bring us the last of the processing department.
Well, this one I'm putting Keen in. Get fucked.
And so dies humanity. With a bang and an obsequious whimper.
What have you done?
Enough. Now that I'm here, there's no further need for pointless debate. Is there, Dr. Spender?
Absolutely not, Dr. Keen.
It's good to be back.
Permission level 5 reached. Site status changed to operational.
What else needs to be
This
done?
plan might not be as elegant as Albion. It's the only hope we have of eradicating the Red Strain. If I could do it alone, I would. But clearly I need your help. Are you with me?
Yep, I'm ready.
Good. I had a suspicion I'd put my faith in the right person. There are a few final steps required to properly enact the plan. I'll need the radio communications array, those big domes, properly aligned, so I can send the command signal to deorbit High Albion Station. That's where you come in. The array has suffered damage and severed my access from here. You'll need to align them manually. The controls are in the high security area of the flight engineering facility. I can grant you the required privileges to get past the final security measures and gain access to the controls, so that shouldn't cause you any issue. Align the communications array with the station. Then we'll need to go about bringing down the interference field.
Yep, taking out
Perfect
Oberon.
logic. Always, Dr. King. Yes.
Okay, so it's definitely controlling them, which is exactly what he's like, what the Red Strain might do that. Meanwhile, it's what he's doing. So, very weird. Anyway, alright, so that's that. We're gonna save that at the bottom. So now I have Dr. Keen uploaded, and I have Abernath uploaded. So I can do two different save files. As for what ending I'm going to choose, so I gotta, either one of them I have to realign the domes, and then I have to end the main plot. But instead of going into the thing after I kill Oberon, it's come back here. So the question is, do I want to launch the brains up into space for them to possibly cure the Red Strain, which might only be down here anyway, but could be out there in the world spreading around? Or do I want to just wipe this entire fucking game board off the map, just kill everything, fuck it, who gives a shit? The one question is there, Keen's like taking over their brains and forcing them under his will. I guess the question is, can he, like, does he have another plan? Like, does he have, like, something where he's trying to escape himself, or, I wonder if he has a secondary motive. But, so, as for what ending would I, like, if I was actually in this, what would I choose? Also, there's this, the Alberon trajectory override. Like, would this be an ending where I put the brains in to launch them and then I just fuck them off anyway? Like, I just get rid of them? Or is this to cause it to crash? Probably to get it to crash is probably what that button is for. What ending? Trust the science brains to solve a issue that an issue that may or may not actually exist. So there may be no actual bad reason for sending them up there, or assume that more red strain is around and wipe everything else out. Well, one of them would well, the second one, or the first one, I guess the way I said it, would be bringing the station down here would also make sure that Oberon is doubly dead, so the voice in my head would be 100% okay with it. Either way, I saved at such a point, or where the spot where they make you do this. I mean, I guess I could have killed Oberon first, then come back here, and all I would have to do is realign those and do an ending. But this also lets me do different endings for Oberon. I get to end it in different ways and see what happens. I think it would be funny to do the one where I get the sample for the lady. Oh, no, that would be fun. You do the one where I put the growth sample into the thing to make Oberon grow even more, and then I bring down the Albion station and blow it all up anyway. That would be kind of funny. But I don't know if that would happen, because Oberon wouldn't be dead and the interference field would still be up. So I don't think you can do that ending. Although that would be fucking hilarious. You give the druids what they want and then you kill them all anyway. Or because I could steal the sample and then bring the satellite crashing down before we actually escape with the sample. Although I guess we wouldn't do that ending either, because we couldn't escape with them if we're doing all this nonsense here. Unless we give in the brains and send them up to Albion, and then we just do one of the other endings, like we just go to the bunker where the voice was again. Anyway, whichever one, I'll probably end up doing both endings. And just faffing around with ending the game twice in a row next time, which will probably be tomorrow during the day. Again, just around the same time I did this one. That I think would be pretty fun, because we did, it's been about 3 hours. And if I can do the next ones like an hour 15 or an hour 30 each, they'll be around this time. Maybe it's 2 hours each to do the ending, because the ending of the game isn't that hard. It's a lot of like, especially if I have the right batteries, right? Like if I'm not blowing up Oberon and I'm putting the poison in, I just need to run up, put the sample in the thing, and then put 2 atomic batteries. So as long as I bring 2 atomic batteries and the poison sample, which I think I'll probably use the poison brain rather than the scientist poison one. So anyway, all right, we'll pick which one I want to load. And if I do, okay, if I did that, would I just blow Oberon up or poison it? I mean, I have 2 separate poisons. The other issue is that one shard that I stole, or I could just normally extract the sample from it and then give it to the lady. And then we could escape, but I do this first. I guess the question is, if I send the brains to space, is that an end of the game, or do I now have to pick another ending to go along with sending the brain? Because if we send Oberon down, that's game over. So I guess the one where I kill Oberon with the poison brain, should be the file that I then drop the space station on our heads with. So the one where I steal a piece of Oberon and then let the brains go, although that would kind of undo the endings. And now I'm like, oh, well, the red strain's not loose, but Oberon is loose. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. But if I steal the piece of Oberon, give it to the lady, and then drop a satellite down. I mean, I guess it really wouldn't give me a different ending now, would it? Because the ending would be assumably giving her the sample, then leaving with it. Getting the sample and then not leaving doesn't really do anything. So maybe I could do the growth formula. Put the growth formula in Oberon and then drop the space station. We'll give that a shot. I'll do I'll poison Oberon with the brain, and then I'll launch these brains into space. That's what I'll be doing. That sounds like a good one. So I'm going to... Like, these are two separate save files. I also have this save file here where I don't have any of theirs in. I mean, I guess I could just save it here or here. Because I made two saves here, but each one has a brain in it. I never made a save where... Actually, hold up. Location save. I could just load this up, I guess. Yeah. Okay, this is without me putting any brain in.
Is that key you have with you?
Yeah. So I'll just make this as a separate save here. Now I have lots of options for different ways of ending the game. This is without putting any of the brains in, where I could just end the game in a way I never tried before if I wanted to. Same with this. This is the one where I have the shard already. So I might be able to just kill Oberon and then hand that shard over to the lady. But it's going to be the shard of Oberon that was not part of the whole one. It was part of the separated one. And then there's these two endings. All right. Anyway, that's it for the day. I'll be ending stream here. And tomorrow I'll be doing probably 2 more endings of the game just to have fun with it and see actually what happens. I'm very curious as to whether these plans will work or if any of this actually matters. Like, when I send the brains up to Albion, what will the game creators have decided is the actual truth for outside the world? Or will they just not tell me and it'll just be like, there you go. Because I assume the one where I send them to Albion, they'll extract my brain at some point, which would be very weird. Or I'll just be dead. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. I'll be back again tomorrow where we'll do 2 more endings.